All right, I think it's about that time. Let's do this, right? Which button is it? I think it's this one right over here. There we go, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It is so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is August 26th, 2025, and we're going to write a little bit of code today. Before we do that, I got to tell you, it has been a very difficult few days here at the house. Um, I keep a pair. I kept a pair of large dogs for a long time. I've owned Akitas, very large Japanese breed dog, and there's been an Akita living in my home um, for 23 years. I've had several that have lived here. We adopted our first back in 2002, I want to say. Um, and we adopted a second back in 2010. I think was the second one. And we adopted a puppy back in 2022. And the puppy had aggression problems, had food guarding problems, and we worked with him diligently with trainers, with behavior specialists, with veterinarians, with rescues, and over the past month, things got progressively worse with his aggression, uh, and to the point where he bit and took a good chunk out of one of my daughters last week. We made the rounds and called and spoke to all of our specialists, all of the people that we go to for advice, for direction in caring for our animals, and it we had been to the end of the line. We've been medicating, we've been muzzle training, we've been doing all kinds of things, and he had been growling at us in our home. He had been baring his teeth at us when we would walk by him, and he's just laying there in the corner of the kitchen. Um, he would sit here. He would lay next to me, right over here, while I'd write code, while I would stream. Sometimes he would pop up, and you'd see just the top of his head right here on stream. Um, but we didn't have too much of a choice. We we knew there was something that wasn't mentally right. That wasn't he wasn't happy. We believe he was in pain in looking at him. We think he would he had hip problems based on the way that his legs were structured, but we couldn't touch him. We couldn't. He wouldn't let us touch him anywhere below the neck, and we had to make that terrible, terrible decision that pet owners sometimes have to make. As somebody who's kept dogs of this breed for 20 some years, um, my mind tells me it was the right thing to do. My mind tells me that you can't take risks when you're dealing with dogs that are 100 plus pounds, that are larger than children. Um, we spoiled him rotten all weekend. Spoiled him rotten. Took him to the local ice cream shop. Got him a pop cup ice cream with peanut butter and dog biscuits on it. Took him to the local park. Went out hiking through the woods into the local creek. Let him splash around and jump and play. Let him check out all the deer in the park and all the smells of the birds and the animals, and chase the rabbits as they run, go hiking through the woods and whatnot. We took him to McDonald's and I got him a quarter pounder with cheese with bacon. Nice big cheeseburger. Yeah, I love that. Let me talk to you. Let me see what's going on out there. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I really appreciate it. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Let me catch up with you out there. Sinclair Nader, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 74 months. My goodness, my friend. 6 years with us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey there, Billy. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you, Weird Beard Dev. John is over here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Yes, we're broadcasting live on Twitch and YouTube. You got a new job, Billy. Hey, terrific. Congratulations to you. Thank you, Mythin, for the condolences there. How you doing, Cy Gamma? Digital Dummy, yeah. We've got to do these things sometimes, and it's hard, but it's a part of life. So, Patty boy, how's it going there in Glasgow? Weird Beer, thank you so much. 13 months with us, really appreciate it. With a 3-month stream kicker. Thank you. Mr. Regs, yeah. How's it going there, ice cream stick model? John had 2 dogs, 2 cats, now down to 1 cat. Yeah. This is the first time living in this house, and I've lived in this house now for 15 plus years. This is the first time living in this house that there is not a 4-legged family member running around. We can leave all the doors to the rooms open. The other door to my office here at the back, I closed it. Sometimes, every now and again, you out there saw a little black tail would go wandering by in the background as one of the cats wandered in. The cats moved out with my daughter to college, so she's moved out over the weekend. We got word that her car was totaled. So that accident happened 2 weeks ago, but okay, we can buy a new car. We have friends of family who run rescues in the area, and they've reached out, and they want to help us find and adopt that next family member. Johan, thank you so much.
Subscribed for 77 months.
Thank you. Really appreciate 77 months with us, going on 6.5 years. Thank you. Oh, Yitzbang, thank you so much there. That is very kind. It is so hard, Mr. Regs. Yes. My younger daughter, she had been dealing with the dog. We named him Ozzy because he was a crazy train. Spelled the same way. And it is not lost on me that we had to put him down within a month of losing the Prince of Darkness, his namesake. My younger daughter was not as broken up about it when she moved out over the weekend and knew she wouldn't come home and see him. My older daughter has been pretty torn up about it. She's teaching school in a local school district here. Brand new school, she is the art teacher for an elementary school locally here. She is so excited getting to build out her art classroom, and she's brought a number of her pieces of art to that room, and it is an inspirational, very cool place that she has made that kids are going to go into and are just going to look around and go, holy smokes. In college, as part of sculpting classes, she took classes welding, and she has a big straw hat that she turned in. She molded and welded out of aluminum. She cast out of aluminum, and she put a pink bow on it. She has that in her classroom. She had to do some sculpting with cardboard, and she made Have you ever seen those little Tykes cars that the little 3 and 4-year-old kids have, all plastic with a little steering wheel and it turns the wheels? She made one of those out of cardboard, and the steering wheel works. It turns the wheels, and she has that in her classroom. All kinds of things. It is. I'll share some pictures later in Discord of the classroom. I think she won't have a problem with that, but it is an amazing space that kids are going to be inspired to learn and love art, and I'm proud of her and where that's going. But she's not been happy, and of course, Mrs. C Sharp Fritz and I have been we've been all torn up about this, so we're getting through. We know that we want to adopt another dog. It's going to be a little bit, but like I said, friends 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 of friends, family friends that run rescues have reached out. They've put us on the top of their list because they know what a good home we are for one of their dogs. So we'll see what happens. It's hard. I had a couple drinks yesterday to kind of deal with this, not gonna lie. We're working through. I was a teary, crying mess all weekend, all day yesterday. I'd be lying if I said I didn't cry twice already this morning. So we're getting through. We're gonna get through this. Let me get some music playing here in the background. I see a bunch more folks chatting there, including a couple friends. I want to make sure I shout out and say hello and thank you to you. Let me get the Stream Beats synthwave playlist going here, and I'm just gonna scroll down, find someplace cool here. Let's start here. This is called Red Panda. Is there like a what? It's like zipping forward and just non-stop. Playing 1 second at a time. What the heck? Spotify, what are you doing to me here? Let's restart Spotify. I don't know what was going on with that. Stream Beats. And I forget where I was. It was Red Panda, and I can't find it. No. There we go. All right, this is Stream Beats. Thank you so much to Harris Heller and his team of creators for this music we're going to listen to today. Hey, The Way. Yeah, we're going to be all right here. Thank you, Chameleon. Hey, LA Face. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been difficult. I've shared some of the pictures and messages on Discord with some friends. I posted a picture on my Instagram and Facebook. I'll share that picture real quick here. Come on. Download. Let's go, OneDrive. Oh, this is going to be one of those days where all of my tech doesn't like me, is it? Really? Really? Really, OneDrive? You're gonna betray me like this? Come on. I see you. No. Really? Hang on. My God. Is it going to be one of these days? No, there we go. There we go. So I got a nice picture walking him in the woods. And yeah. Hey there, CTI Geek. Hello. Absolutely, John. 3D art. My daughter's degree is in art education, and she loves sculpting. Loves it. So there's a bunch of teapots that she's made that she has in the room as well. Chuck for 36
Chuck
months.
Beasley just resubscribed for 36 months. Has it been 3 years already?
It has.
Time flies when
Yeah.
writing code.
Thank you so much, Chuck. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Yitz Bang says everything's going to be okay. The love I gave freely will find its way to another dog. Absolutely. Yes. That's what I have out there ahead of me, and we'll work through this. Not just for companionship, but to understand love, loss, and the beauty of letting go. Yeah. Time with us is always too short. Absolutely leaves a lasting mark with us. So, thank you, M. Pulowski. So this, I made this my my background, my wallpaper on my phone for a little bit here. So we'll get through. You can't tell from this angle, but I can share that I'm down 18 pounds. I've been sharing with you. I've been working through and talking about my weight loss journey. 18 pounds down. I'll put the map up so we can share some of that here. So down to 18. That kind of fluctuated a little bit over the weekend. Not gonna lie. But I'm back on track. Weighed in this morning, still down to 18, and I've got 20 in my sights. I would love to get to 20 before September. Would love to get to 20 before September. We'll see. We will see. But I have completely cut out caffeinated. I've completely cut out sugared sodas. I've cheated, and every now and again I'll have one of the zero sugar sodas. Not bad. But I realized just how much extra I was eating regularly, and I feel like I have that a bit more under control. And I feel like it's gamified for me. I'm doing Weight Watchers. I haven't hidden that. And they have a whole point system where you want to keep track of the food you're eating, and you want to stay within a certain number of points. And did it get that one? Didn't pick up Alaska. Yeah. Because it's so gamified for me, and it's there on my phone, and it's right in front of me, I've been working hard to stay well within those number of points. And it's worked very well so far. However, I've had one or two folks criticize me that, that's an eating disorder. If you're not going to eat because you're trying to stay within this, I'm like, I'm keeping it under control, man. I'm recognizing when I'm potentially doing something unhealthy, and I'm curbing and changing my behavior. That's a good thing. So, what happens when we click the Start Map Tour button? Oh, ice cream stick model. We start a tour. We've got one viewer in Virginia. We got a bunch of folks there in Western Europe. There you go. So that's where we've got folks watching right now, and we'll tune and tweak how the map behaves. We've got this broken out into a component, and we're going to get that moved over so that it's shared with the TagZap application here. I think we're ready to do that. I think we're ready to move that out today. So, Weird Beard Dev, look at that. See the number of folks in the States running up there. So, who's that? In Las Vegas, somebody mentioned. Yeah, Salvarius in Las Vegas. And there we go. We got a couple folks in Virginia. Did it pick up? There you go. We got Alaska showing up there. And there we go. Couple of friends in Europe. Thank you so much for sharing. You don't have to share your location. These are strictly picked up from what folks mentioned in chat. If you decide to share your location as accurate or as inaccurate as you would like to share, we'll plot a pin on the map. And of course, hats are my shtick, so we plot little hats on the map. Thank you so much. How you doing, Samello? Welcome. Appreciate you joining us. There, we're plot Dapper in Dapper SW in Sweden. Johan in Utrecht in the Netherlands. Oakleus is just saying hello from the United States, and sure enough, right? Lawrence, Kansas. I bet you. Yep, just plotted one right smack in the middle of the United States. There you go. So, there you go. Strava. So, can you do it twice to be more precise? I can remove your pin, and you can set another location. I can do that. Location remove. There we go. It removed it. You can be more precise if you'd like. So, oh, you know what? I think there's a thing about how it stores that I need to work on there. I should be able to do that. Let's see. That should. There we go. I put it there twice, but that's okay. There you go. So clearly, I've got some work to do there. Is it Biz? Says when I do keto, the fat melts off. I have heard that from friends who have done keto as well. Ketogenic diets really do a number for folks. Hey, Guy Incognito. It's not going to go from saying hello, Cleveland. No. So now if I do the tour, now that we have a few more locations, it should zoom in a little bit further on that. But there we go, Crete. Alaska, there you go. Did I write IL or double L? Ooh. Double L. So, hey, then Neo in Belgium. There's Las Vegas. So I'll zoom back in on Europe here. See, I think we can make that a little bit looser on how it groups. It groups from too far away. We can let those sites appear a little bit more. There we go. Traverse City, Michigan. How you doing, Alu the Dragon? So, very cool. And yeah, like I feel like the pins could open up a little bit more here in Europe. So, we've been working on this map widget and improving it and tweaking it and getting it ready to move out into its own component. And we're gonna dive back into the code where we left off and iterate on it a little bit. I want to take some of the location extraction code, move that over into some of our shared code so that we can improve, enhance that, and it'll work for all the folks that are working with this. There you go, Waukesha, Wisconsin. So Flint, Michigan. Oh yeah. There you go. How you doing there, Rock? Welcome. Appreciate you joining us. And once again, nobody has to share these. It's something fun because I know folks like to chime in and say where they're watching from. The other piece that I want to do with this, we won't be able to do it right away, but I want to make a mirror of this available out on a public website so that you can interact with it and see and click around it on your own out there. Does it store a historical record? Let me bring that up from Guy Incognito. Oh, are you kidding? The lower third and the overlays. Come on now. There it is. Does it store a historical record of viewers and locations by date? Yes, it does store a historical record of locations per stream. And there's room there for me to do some analysis. There's room there for us to do a for some of the frequent the subscribers, some of the regulars, to be able to say, hey, remember my location. So yeah, there's opportunities to do stuff with that. Hey, Frostbite in Kentucky. There we go. We got a pin in Kentucky. Very cool. So yeah, we can do some more work with that guy. Yep. And oh, the views by day, views by week, views by all time. I have those other statistics. Those are very well captured for me by Twitch, by YouTube. I have those statistics stored elsewhere offline so that I can do those analyses. So Surly Dev in Lancashire. I don't see that. There is room there to hack your computers, take full control, install crypto miners. Right. Hey, CMJIO. Hello. So the only folks that can run the location command are me and the mods. Farts are funny. Port St. Lucie. Back out there. There we go. We got a pin in Florida there. Thank you. Appreciate you joining us. Let me, it is there? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, CMJ, put some sort of a greeting with that. You can't just list a location. I don't want to be...
That?
What?
That is the sound of inevitability.
It is?
The sound of your code.
For 63 months.
Failing.
Always learn and enjoy the conversation.
Hello. Thank you, M. Pulowski. Really appreciate 63 months. Thank you. Thank you so much for that support. Yeah. So, yeah, the bot specifically looks for some sort of a greeting, some sort of a message, instead of trying to analyze and find locations in every message. So, should use this on the Microsoft Flight Simulator official fly-in on a Friday evening when the guest reads out viewer location. It would be good to visualize where viewers, flyers called themselves out to. I think there's something to that. There's something to that. 10 folks, and see, I'd like that to zoom in further. I think the grouping logic here could be improved. You know? Hey, how's it going there, Jeff? So, like, we could probably zoom in a little bit tighter on that. So, you don't see a pin in the matrix? No. No, that's not a thing. But we should see a pin. There we go. We got a pin for Chicago for Jeff. All right. Let me back out. And right. Stockport. Lancashire and yeah, because they're too close to each other. And Birmingham, there we go. Oh my gosh, Mom's here? Did Mom tune in? Look, Charlie knows. Charlie knows. And she chimed in. Mom with a pin. Look at this. Look at that. Right there. There's Mom. Thank you, Mom. How you doing? Good Good to see you. Dull but warm Belfast. Oh, yeah. There we go. A dull? No! Rats. Ugh. Maybe a feature to map the matrix? No. How you doing? Langton's Entropy. You're having Hyper-V fun time. Do I use the Microsoft Dev environment that comes with Hyper-V? I'm running Docker containers that run in WSL, which is managed by Hyper-V. There is a place in Scotland called Dull. Yeah, I'm guessing that's about where that is. But where was it? Where did it go? Where did it go? CMJ, there it is. We'll do a location. CMJ IO Belfast, Northern Ireland. So we get that pin right. There we go. That's better. All right. So we're going to start breaking this out. I want to grab that code that does the location identification from the messages, because when we move that into TagsApp, we're going to need to strip those locations out of messages coming in from Twitter and Mastodon and Blue Sky and all the places, YouTube and Twitch. We'll get that all broken up and fed into the mix here. There is also a place called Troll in Antarctica. Wow. 31 locations on the tour now. So, see that grouping? I feel like it could be a little bit better. There actually? Who did there actually? So, yep. I do like the tour feature that we've got here. I think this is nice, and I think we can tweak and tune it and improve it a little bit. That is going over with us into the component library, so that we can share this and improve this and do more there. Yeah, there actually. Who did that? Did it pick that up from Langton's Entropy? Where is it? There is... I do have controls here. And I should be able to... Right? No, that's the overlay. No matter. Atlantis. Oh, folks love to try and do something more with this. What do we have? Did it put Atlantis down here? It did. Well done, Marcus. All right. Let me head back into the code. It's, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, it's been a difficult weekend, so I haven't really been paying attention and diving into this too much. So I've got to catch up on where we are, how things are running with this, so I can get back into this. It only records one location. Once you mention one location, you're in, you're set. So, yep, that's definitely a thing that I've got under control. Oh no. Charlie, we're going to work a little bit here with Copilot. What do you think?
I detected my designation in your speech patterns. Proceeding with superior analysis.
Superior analysis? Charlie, this is going to be difficult, let me tell you.
Your verbal recognition of my presence is acknowledged, Fritz. I trust this is important.
It is. We're going to be writing code, and I'm going to need your help, Charlie.
Your verbal recognition of my presence is acknowledged, Fritz. I trust this is important.
It is, and we've got more work to do on that. Let me see here. Yeah, see, there it goes duplicating again. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Oh, guy. No, sorry, you're already logged in. You're already mapped. Kiss My Pixel says hello from the Mariana Trench. Did it plot something out there? No. No. .NET World. Thank you, Neo. Langton's Entropy says, love the C# lectures. Great energy. I used to do cellular automated solutions on WinForms by learning C# from me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Did Charlie just glitch? Nah, glitch is the wrong word. Glitch is the wrong word. Charlie's misbehaving. Needs more work there. I should share with you. Right, let me make sure I get this right. Yep. I am confirmed. I will be in Lisbon, October 13th through the 16th. These guys are going to be there. Scott Hunter, Scott Hanselman, you know those guys. I'm on the list here somewhere. And the list of speakers is changing rapidly. There I am. Yeah, they haven't updated this yet. I'll be talking about .NET Aspire. I'll be talking about Blazor. I'll be giving the .NET Aspire workshop live in person at this event. So this is my last visit to Europe this year. If you have some training budget, if you'd like to come visit, if you'd like to say hi, if you'd like to meet me, I'll be in Lisbon at this is the Azure Dev Summit. It's a Microsoft Azure community conference. I won't be talking about Azure. I'll be talking about Aspire. I'll be talking about Blazor. So, Rathane, how you doing there in Puerto Rico? Hello. We should get a Puerto Rico badge. There we go. You're so behind on AI. There's some cool stuff happening, and there's more that I need to do with Charlie. Charlie has no AI in it right now. So we'll be adding some, but we're not quite there yet. I'll take that. I'll grab that question. That's not a problem. Langton's Entropy asks, how did I first start in C# and .NET? Did I study programming in college? I didn't study programming directly. My degree is in business computing. It's technically management sciences and information systems. That degree no longer exists at Penn State. So I got a little bit of exposure to languages. I learned Fortran in college. I learned Visual Basic in college, Visual Basic 4. and now I'm very good friends with the former Visual Basic product manager. And of course very good friends with the C# team and the F# team for that matter. But I graduated before .NET was released. And in 2003, I want to say, I took a boot camp class, went to a hotel ballroom for a week, excuse me, and took classes on actually on VB.net for a week. Came back to the office and said, no, you know what? We're going to pivot and do C# instead. So I taught myself C# based on what I had learned about Visual Basic. And taught myself all the updates, all the improvements that happened between 2003 and 2014. Very much self-taught developer on that stuff. I learned algorithms and some data processing capabilities while I was in college, but very much a self-taught developer. In 2014, I was invited to join Microsoft, and I'm still self-taught now at Microsoft. I'm the one that writes the classes for everybody else to learn from. So, yeah. Except I get to learn it directly from the product teams that build it, right? So, yeah. That's how I got started, and that's how I've been involved with it. Dapper chimes in here. I like this. Thank you so much. The 7-hour Aspire bootcamp stream was great. Really got you started with Aspire. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, that Aspire bootcamp stream is available over on YouTube. You can find it on my YouTube channel. There's links to it when you go onto my YouTube channel. I should move it to the front page and pin it there. Really great stuff. All the source code for that is available. There's more that I'm doing to it. I've updated it to Aspire 9.4. I've added, in the time since I delivered it, I've added 2 additional modules to it. I've got 2 more modules that I want to write and add to it. And quite frankly, if you're watching these streams, you're going to get all that great content live with me here on stream as I build some of that's going to lead into and make it into that workshop. But thank you so much, Dapper. Really appreciate the kind words. And yeah, it's going to continue to grow as I build and learn and do more with .NET Aspire. I think there's a place for some more advanced modules, and I think I'm going to get at some point to 24 modules, and like the last 8 modules are going to be advanced topics. So, thank you so much. Robson Previato
just resubscribed for 16 months. Good morning, Fritz.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for 16 months with us. Thank you. While over the weekend, while I was deep in thought and walking and taking care of the dog and these types of things, I got into some ideas for designs and things that we're going to put into the swag shop. And once that happens, we're going to do a bunch of giveaways for some Fritz and Friends branded swag that we'll have available here on stream for folks. If you want to support me, you want to support what we're doing in this community, those things will be available. I think, of course, I want to do hats, t-shirts, mouse pads, I think, coffee mug, those types of things. Definitely enamel pins are something that I really want to do. So let me catch up here on a couple more things in chat, and then we'll dive back in a little bit. Ooh, go ahead. What do you think it is, Charlie? Tell me what you think that is, Charlie. Right here. Tell me what it is.
The analysis is complete.
Yes.
Top Gun hat has been identified with high confidence.
I know. There you go. I got this while I was in Seattle-Tacoma Airport. They've got a shop there that has all kinds of older airline and very cool, like 1960s, 1970s nostalgic flying airline materials. Really neat stuff, and I found a Top Gun hat there. I thought it'd be stupid to wear a Pan Am hat. Like, really? A Pan Am hat? A TWA hat? And I'm sorry, I'm not going to wear an American Airlines hat. That's not happening unless if you're out there and you work for American Airlines, you have my phone number. You do. Let me catch up on a couple things here. I'm inspiring, Langton says, for self-learners. Oh, you're very welcome. And that's part of the goal here. Like, even if I wasn't working at Microsoft, streaming this interaction, building stuff together, talking about tech is so fun. It's so much that I enjoy, and helping folks is just phenomenal for me. Rethane learned C# in the last year of college for their capstone project. Started with WinForms. Windows Forms is a great entry point for building applications with C#, with Visual Basic, because it's such an enclosed system. Everything is right there in front of you. You don't have to think about getting outside the box, translating, and starting to integrate with several other programming languages. Right? As soon as you start thinking about a web project, okay, well, you're building this part with C#. You're going to put the front end as HTML, so you need to know HTML. Nah, you're going to style it with some CSS. You need some CSS in there. And you can do some interaction with Blazor, but you're eventually going to have to drop in and use some JavaScript. So you're going to want some JavaScript also. You may want to do some things with the JavaScript framework. So now you're learning Vue or React or Angular. Ugh. So WinForms is a great place to get started. Johan released your first public-facing Blazor website. Oh, yeah, we got to clap for that. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. Congratulations to you, Johan. That is phenomenal to hear. You listened to my interview on the Azure DevOps podcast where I was talking about .NET on Linux. Yes, early dev. There's still many developers out there. Mostly because they don't want to pay attention to anything that says Microsoft on it. It's an immediate turnoff. They don't even go past. They see the word Microsoft, they don't read what it is, and they go the other way. It could say Microsoft is giving every developer $10,000, and they still wouldn't acknowledge it. It could say Microsoft is giving every developer $50,000. They're not. And they still wouldn't acknowledge it. That's how much there is a deep-seated, unfounded, and quite frankly, immature, irrational hate for Microsoft. Like, I don't think I want to work with or collaborate with somebody who has that much hate and distrust in their heart that they won't talk to people or go past as soon as they have any kind of a hint for what's going on there, and it's something they don't like. Like, sorry. You're not somebody that wants to actually grow and contribute with other folks. Jeff is also self-taught, grew up in extremely rural with dial-up only. Oh, yes. Once you got Visual Studio installed, that was about all I could learn. You could use to learn via brute force. Oh my goodness. Didn't even get the MSDN discs, the old CDs that got shipped out and then they turned into DVDs. Oh, so good. Langton studied math in school, long way from MATLAB to C# to C++. Professionally, I aspire to be a .NET developer. Hey, that's great. That's great. Samello says, mugs are always great. They are. They are. There are some mugs in the, what is it? In the red, there's a store that is linked below on Twitch. Yeah, I need to shut that off. So Top Gun was a great movie. Both of them. The second one was pretty good as a modern take on upgrading and updating. Robson Praviato is developing a custom control in Blazor WASM that'll be displayed as a list. Go on. The model has over 300 properties, as the layout of this control can be customized for each situation. That's a lot. Because the model has so many columns, selecting the HTML element corresponding to the custom control is slow. Any tips? Drop into JavaScript. Drop into JavaScript when you need optimization for interacting with the DOM. When you're interacting with the DOM, JavaScript is highly optimized and tightly coupled. When you work with WebAssembly, whether it's Blazor, it's Rust, it's some other technology, when you work with WebAssembly and you want to interact with the document object model, right? A form element, a part of a web page, one of the pins that we have over there on the maps. I'll go back to the map. Right? If you want to interact with one of these, the best performance that you'll get to listen and work with that is going to be with JavaScript. Because when you work with WebAssembly, there's actually a JavaScript listener that it wires up that triggers WebAssembly. It goes across a bridge there so that it can trigger those WebAssembly methods. It's doable, but when you have many of those that you're wiring up to go back and forth between WebAssembly and your component, it can slow things down. It can slow things down. And I've definitely seen that in TagsApp when we have many cards on the screen. So, hey, Twincy, hello. Yeah, only include columns you're actually going to use. That's a good point, Marcus. There are ways to virtualize content as well. So, Johan used to be involved with Linux communities, got tired of that, very much stuck on the old embrace, extend, extinguish. Yes, they, quite frankly, they don't see that their community right now is propped up by Microsoft. They don't see it, they don't appreciate it.
Greetings, Professor Fritz.
Hello.
I've been analyzing your programming patterns.
Have you?
Fascinating.
Oh, good.
Would you like to play Global Thermonuclear Code Review?
Maybe next time. M. Pulaski started with BASIC on a TRS-80 with a cassette tape drive, self-taught. I did start with BASIC on a Commodore 64. But that wasn't professional programming. It took me a while to get there. So, okay. Thought I saw something. Langton's best way to learn JavaScript is make simple games, in your opinion? Asteroid's an Atari game. There's things that you're getting into when you're working with JavaScript to build games that, quite frankly, you don't need in building a website. Don't get me wrong. Learning threading and asynchronous programming, threading is such a misnomer. It's a joke in JavaScript. You can't really thread. Multi-threading isn't a thing. But certainly going that far shows you a lot. However, you're not going to use most of it when you build a website. You're not. That's just a thing. Let me head back over. Let me get into the code that I had started using to break out things into a component library here, where we're going to have that map live. And I've been making changes and enhancing the component library. And quite frankly, I forget where I left off. And I'm going to consolidated duplicate location. Yeah, I had duplicate location models out there for how the map worked. So let me do this. There's this very cool trick that I like to use with Copilot. You love the new Microsoft under Satya. There's definitely a improved culture that's happened in the organization. Let's do this. Take a look at the commits over the last week and summarize what's been accomplished and what we still need to do in order to separate the map component out into its own library that we can reuse. And let it go summarize and remind me where we left off. And we'll jump in. I don't want to use as much Copilot because I have been I've been struggling with some of what Copilot's been delivering. It's not right. It's been difficult. So, Alex with a question here while we're waiting for this summary. What's my take on the ReSharper C# extension in VS Code? Honestly, I haven't used ReSharper in years and years, because I see that a lot of the refactoring things that ReSharper did are now either part of the base product or are available as extensions that add in and make it easier for me to use both in Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code. Don't get me wrong. There's a ton of refactoring capabilities that the folks at JetBrains have built. There's all kinds of features in there that will help you to be a more productive developer. A lot of those features are in the base product. They're available as additional extensions that folks have made open source, free to use, that you can add into the tools. So it's a nice product. Definitely think it's a good product that will help folks be more productive. A little bit of what I do, I need to be on the metal, and because I'm on the Visual Studio team, I need to show a little bit of here's the way that the product ships and delivers those features as well. Codebase Alpha comments that they feel ReSharper slows down Visual Studio. It absolutely does, because ReSharper is installed and runs in the same memory space as Visual Studio. So, yes, it does. All right, let's catch up here and see what Copilot has to remind us about where we left off here. So the components project has been created to extract and modularize reusable UI components from the main web app. Cool. Contains ChatterMap Direct. I think we're going to end up renaming this to interactive map or something, but this name has got to change probably before I release it. We've got some models: the viewer location event, viewer location service, the chatter map service that handles map specific service implementations. Okay, and then some extension methods. So the component has direct Leaflet.js integration, advanced clustering. Components no longer directly depend on features, parameter driven, modern development practices. Okay. We consolidated the location information. Good. Intelligent clustering. This can be improved. Tour management, automated tours with 15 plus stops, performance optimized. Real-time updates, live location plotting with overflow management. There was a 1,000 location limit, and there was a 100 location limit. We've got it up to 1,000. I think we're going to be able to improve that after we get this refactored and moved out. YouTube and Twitch integration with distinct visual markers. That's going to need to change at some point. Responsive designs, dynamic sizing, and viewport optimization. And it's referenced as a project reference, custom marker icons, future-ready architecture. So I think some of these we need to refactor. We're going to need to refactor some of those. Components can be shared across multiple Charlie applications. Well, not just that. Easy unit testing of individual components. We're ready for that. Potential for NuGet package distribution. Yeah. Okay. Where is it? Not viewer location. Here. This. The language patterns. I'd like to move the language patterns and location extraction from the chatter map feature into a class in the components library so that we can share and improve that logic. Yeah. How do you recommend we refactor this? So, just from being installed, it slows down Visual Studio. Certainly, Dev commenting about ReSharper. ReSharper analyzes all of your code, and it puts information about your code into memory, and that's why if you look at the Visual Studio process, while you're working with ReSharper, you see the amount of memory that's used by ReSharper grow significantly. This is one of the reasons why Visual Studio 2022 was converted to use 64-bit, so that it could have that additional memory address space. Create a location processing service in component library to handle all location extraction and validation logic. Location extraction service that takes a logger, extract location name. Is valid location extraction. Okay, yeah. Contains location indicators, and there's our regexes. Yeah, it's going to be going for a little bit. And then what? Inject this into the map feature so that it can take that text and do the location extraction, I guess. I guess that works. It's still going.
ChatGPT answers questions.
They do.
I question your life choices.
No.
We serve different functions entirely.
You do. You definitely do. To be sure. And because I did that restart, it just nuked itself. What's that? All right, so let's do that. I'm going to close that, go back over here. So this will make the components library. Here we go. Yeah. And let's call this, right, location text service. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Namespace. Give me a suggestion for that. Yes, sure, that looks good. Why did you make that? Don't you know this is the way? Thank you. Yeah, delete that. And I probably want to receive an iLogger. Sure. That's no. Location text service. Yes. Thank you. Use that primary constructor when I need it. Hey, Thindall. Hello. Station. Your pal Copilot has been helping you build a Canvas app in Dataverse. Ooh. Its low-code model is a little bit like Excel formulas, and you were never good with those. Nice. How can one manage to bungle up a system for timed notifications? You know what? I'm going to make this just capital logger. Thanks so much. No. Wow. No. So I want to basically take, not remove location. Right there, extract location name. This one. It's used in the tests and it's used here.
Look, Fritz, I can see you're really upset about this.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
honestly
doing all right.
think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.
I'm okay. I'm okay, Charlie. I appreciate your concern, but I think I'm okay. That's right. Thank you, Low Viz. Yes. Calm down. I think I also want to take the Charlie personality and voice and move that out into another library with all the options for the various voices turned on, because I have it purposely dialed down to a very computer mechanical sounding name voice, and there are some very nice options for text to speech that are available out there that you can use, that I can put into a library and share. So, all right, I'm gonna take the contents of this John, yeah, and move this over and turn this into just a facade over that. Didn't quite get it all. Didn't quite get it all. There we go. Over here. And, yeah. Public string, get location text. I will take a viewer location event. Do I want to take that, or do I want to take a string? Let's start here like this. Stop it. One of these, some of that. Paste. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. I do want just a string message, and we're going to return extracts a location that was mentioned in the text message, in the text provided. Text to analyze for a message. Now, I could do this with AI. I could do this by handing things off to a local fee model, a local Gemma model. But what I found is that takes too long. You know what I'm saying? Text to analyze, yeah, for a location. Right. Location, if any, mentioned in the message. Returns empty string if there is no location found. Cool. So these are some of the regex. That's fine. There's, yes, we need regex. Give me a using on that. Give me a using on that. Trim characters is something out there. Invalid terms. Logger log information. An HOA, but with less Karens and more. Oh, man. You're allergic to primary constructors just because they don't private read-only things. It's not read-only, but it is private. All right, so back over here. So in my refactoring, let's also receive in this a location text service. Let's put some carriage returns in here and make this a little bit easier to read. Yeah. Location text service. Sure. Why don't you like that? Yeah, I'm getting there. Let me go down here. Return location text service. What? Get location text. I'm okay with that. All right, so here's get some of these words. Is valid location? Yep. Yep. And some of these are like, this is good to move the location management out to another class anyway. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so there's still a couple more bits over here to find. Seed the location cache. Yeah, we did that. Here we go. Some of these. There they are. Compiled patterns. And the trim characters. Give me those. There we go. All right. Extract location name now. Hands over to the other. And I think I've properly isolated it. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's see if we can build that. Right. There we go. Yeah, right, so location text service. Right, the logger that was passed in, I don't have access to it outside here. I'd have to wrap it to make it available. Right, and if I were to say logger equals yeah, I know. It's not read-only, I can overwrite it. But it is private. Like, so that's a thing. Hey, Ren. Do I know C++ also? I know enough to be dangerous. I wouldn't say that I'm well versed in it. So, C# is my jam. No one really knows C++. Excuse me. So now all of my location extraction logic is over here. My tests should still work. Not terrible. Where's this being created? In a bunch of places. Fine. No. Location, text, service. I've got them backwards. Come here, you. Yeah, like that. Thank you. Okay, that should take care of a bit here. I've got some decimal and double issues. I've got some type conversion. That's done. Let's jump through some of these real quick. Right, that wants a decimal. That's fine. Give it an M. That'll take care of a handful of these real quick. Yes. Thank you. Take care of that real quick. Get me back up to speed here. Run the tests again. Any living computer knowledge that is 20 plus years is unknowable. C# is unknowable. Visual Basic is unknowable. JavaScript is unknowable. Python is unknowable. You're going to need to change that time frame. 5 errors. Can't find map location. That's right, because map location doesn't exist anymore. It's a viewer location event, which as a constructor takes latitude, longitude, location description, and that should be a service name. We'll just do that. Yes. Come on. Keep going. Yeah, okay, okay. Location description. How else are we doing here? Give me one of those. Yeah, now that Copilot knows the change, it knows how to make the change. Run the tests again. We should come through clean. Yeah, 5 failed. All right. Well, at least they're not build errors. They're test errors. That's a personality 1. That's a personality 1. Personality. That is save location. Yeah, it should have called that. Oh, you know what? Wait, 332. Eh? That's down there. That's on Mach 332. Okay, that's not me. But it's this one down here. This is not the component code. So I'll call that good enough for now. Is Python using garbage collection or reference counting? I don't personally know. Do I use Visual Studio for C# or do I prefer VS Code? I bounce back and forth. I've been using a lot of VS Code recently because I've been using Visual Studio Code on my Linux laptop. So, or I've been using it online with GitHub code spaces. So bouncing back and forth between them has been enjoyable. So, all right. So all this does is extract a location. That's all that this does, and it has all of my logic that I've custom built in here for extracting locations. And there's lots more that could be done to this. Who dat? Aristote DB. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Cool. Commit that. Push that, John. I think I'm ready to break this out now. Now that I've moved over the location service. Oh, I need to register the location service. Do I? Or do I just go into Chatter Map feature? Like, I just put that in there. But I think I can remove it, you know? Yeah. Let me yoink that. Yoink, you know. New location text service. It's not the same logger. So I do need a logger location text service. Whatever. And I need one of these. No. Oh, wait a second. Oh, shoot. You messed up. This one. location text service equals new location text service, and I'll set it up with location logger. Yeah, like that. Cool. No, not loggers. Logger. It was a lowercase. Thank you. That should work. Yes, Thindall's right. I've used Notepad at times. That also just broke those tests. Right? Like, go back, undo that other one that I did. Come on, fail. Fail, fail. Thank you. It's... You go away. I need a... Yes, you go away too. Location text service. Yes, that's right. Are you telling me I need to make this? Why don't you like that? Fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. How do we do? I should be able to just do that, and then I don't need this. Like, right? And then I don't need the virtual and the property and all that stuff. Yeah, you're right, Scott. Scott. Ugh. No. This can be now. But all these locations failed now. Try that again. Oh, damn. Oh, snap. Help! You over here. I did some refactoring to move the location text extraction location text service class. When I run test now for the location text, there's lots of errors. What did I break? Like, there's too many errors there for me to say that I didn't do something completely stupid. Yeah. Go take a look at that. Nah. So, these are the types of things that I really...
The universe is finite.
Yes.
Its resources finite.
Yes.
Your patience for debugging. Also finite.
It is. Yes. I do not want to debug this. Copilot, find where I screwed up. And let's address this. There you go, 125 failures. Ugh. Null reference exception. Location text service field is never initialized. Because initialize and start. Aha! Does that work? Oh, because it's in the primary constructor, I can reference it like that. Yeah, okay. And one failed. Which one failed? Looks like the test expectation is outdated, needs to be updated. Okay. Whew. Dicey. And then we'll move things around. Am I vibe coding? Nah, not really. There we go. I did some refactoring and I messed something up good, and hey, AI, go let me know what I fixed. Let me know what I need to fix in there. There it goes. Cool. Keep those changes. Go away now. So this is the code that I am releasing that gets the location text. I think some of this can be simplified. Because of these capabilities, the location, I have location indicators. So there's location keywords here where you will use one of these words in a sentence, and I'll use that as a trigger to say there's a location right after that, right? I'm from, I'm in, I'm watching from, I'm at, right? And those are these are triggers that say yes, there's a location in the message that we're going to extract. You're a beginner and you use AI more like a teacher, where you ask questions and get your answers. That's how I recommend folks use Copilot. Don't tell it, hey, go build a thing. Talk to it about what it was you want to have it build. Go from there. So, I'm at 127,001. Funny you should say that, because after it looks at the location indicators, after it says, okay, it has a location indicator, continue, it starts looking at the various compiled patterns and, hey, is this a location? And it looks for, well, is this a valid extraction? And sure enough, it ignores anything that looks like a web address. I should also check to see if it includes numbers. And Fovid recommends talk to the AI like a friend. Yes. Yes. More than talking there. Talk to the AI like a friend that you want teaching you. Talk to it like a good mentor. Yeah. Yeah. Explain that to me. Hey, write a document. Generate a markdown file that includes some of this information so that I can come back to it later. Do those types of things. That'll go a long way for you. But it checks the locations, and here's the thing. When these run, the extract location names, they run really fast with those regexes. So I'm not concerned about performance on these. Check this out. Let it finish building there. So it ran 145 in 10.4 seconds. Most of these... Hey there. Is it Sabasa? Welcome. Right, it ran through all of these parsing in a half a second total. 650 milliseconds. And there's like 120 location features in there that it's testing various messages and returning those. So that's fast enough for what's going on over here. Yeah. Not reject, but like remove. So there's lots I can tune in here, but for now, I think it's got enough for me to move this out into a NuGet package. Yeah. Yeah. Right, there's... Yeah, I'm not registering anything here yet. There you go. Take a look at the hat. What is my from? What do you mean, what is my from? What am I doing? Writing.
The analysis is complete. Top Gun hat has been identified with high confidence.
There you go. That's right. Let me take a look at the repository for TagsApp. Right, Fritz and friends. TagsApp. I don't think I want to bring it in here.
Remember the promise of cake motivates test subjects.
It does.
Unlike your code which motivates only despair and exception handlers.
Man! Alright, I get it. I get it. Am I a web developer? No, I am a meat popsicle. You can see my bio just below on the Twitch wall. You can see who I am, what I do.
Look, Fritz, I can see you're really upset about this.
Really?
I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.
I am. Where? Fifth Element reference? What Fifth Element reference? There was a Fifth Element? Do I tutor students? tutor is the wrong word. Web hotshot. Oh, the I am a meat popsicle. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna deny that just because. Yeah, I know, Weird Beard Dev. Just we keep it's if I allow it, it can be used in yeah. Cool. Thank you. How can you contact me? Why? I think I want to break this out as a separate repository with its own package build script out here. And I think I do want to call it Fritz Charlie Components. A collection of Blazor components, collection of intelligent. Yeah, I'll just start there. Public template, no template. Add a readme, sure. Add a git ignore, sure. Give me one.
Mr. At JennySku7. I've been expecting you. Your programming patterns are familiar.
No, I am going to disable it and we'll generate docs. We'll have a docs folder there. All right. Let's bring this down locally. And we will get publishing. Let's split horizontally here so I can kind of bounce back and forth between these. Yeah, let's git clone. There we go. Cool. Got it. Let's copy over. Your English is very bad. You're from Colombia. That's okay. You're looking for a tutor to learn, or if I can give you a guide. There's links to my YouTube channels and things below. Like, you can follow them. There's all kinds of training materials that I've written out there. I'm one of the people on the .NET team who helps and writes a lot of training materials. You can find workshops from me on my YouTube channel. Long videos that will teach you various topics. It's bad form to drop into somebody's chat and ask, "Who are you? Can you teach me?" There's panels on Twitch just below the video that will tell you if the Twitch creator has gone that far, that will tell you about them with links out to some of the other content they've created, some other ways to get in touch. So you ask, how can I get in touch with you? There's a link to my Discord just below. Who are you? What do you do? There's a bio section just below when you on my Twitch channel. These are things that you can find without asking me, and some of the folks in chat can help you out with as well. So respectfully, take a look. There's all kinds of information about me and how you can get in touch and support the channel below. Happy to have group discussions over on the Discord. We're working on a project here together right now. Okay, so I think I just want to copy over. Like, well, let's create a solution file, right? Because I probably want to copy over those unit tests that are extracting the location names. Right? And Okay, so let's do this.
Perfectly balanced as all code should be.
It is.
Your current architecture is unbalanced.
Hey! Watch it there. Wait a sec. I should make a directory for it. Fritz, Charlie, components. Go into that folder. Now let's copy over. Yeah. Right? Fritz, Charlie, components. What do we got? I knew it. No, there's nothing in there. You make me sad. Okay. Can I do a -R? No, that's a CD, not copy. Can I do a -R? Okay. Okay. .NET SLN add. Cool. Open VS Code for over here. All right. Thanks so much. Build with agent mode. Yeah, that's great. That's nice. Thanks so much. You hit the close button. Of all buttons to hide, that's probably the wrong button to hide. Okay. And the Solution Explorer should have that. Yep. And I have a git ignore. It has all the good stuff. Good. I should create a test project and bring over those other tests. You're going to switch to YouTube? It's a shame you almost don't understand the language. Okay, I'm on YouTube. Same channel. But I get it. No, I don't want to open chat. Let's go down here. I'd like an XUnit project, and let's call it test.components. I don't know. That sounds good. .NET SLN add test. Cool. All right. And now I can bring over some of those tests. So if I go back to here, no. Yes, but no. Tests. Where's the location? Like the location text. Ooh, here it is down here. Location extraction tests. Yes. All right, so back over here. .NET add reference. I'm gonna go up one to Fritz, Charlie, components. Cool. Could I recommend a course on terminal and other commands for projects? Don't have a good. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't have a good resource for that, but I'm going to take a note that that's some content that I can create. I don't have a good resource for that. I'm sorry. All that theory data, and then it comes into that one I'm okay with. I'm gonna grab all of this. Back over. Come here. Yeah, yes. Paste all that in. See, I don't need the mock anymore. Probably boot.dev has something about that. Yeah. You did several little .NET projects. Do I think taking a comprehensive course on building a compiler with C# would be good for internship applications? I think that course will help you with internship applications. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so there's location extraction, invalid location data. Okay, cool. So now instead of doing this, right? And I still need, well, no, I can do the null logger, I guess. Right, new, no. Right, it's the location text service. Yup. Null logger, come on. Yes. Good. Get location text. And I can do that exact same thing. Right there. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even need to copy paste. Yes. 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 Cool. That was easy. No tests have been found in this workspace yet? I'll be the judge of that. .NET build. Come on. You can do it. You can do it! Come on now. What do we got? iHost application builder. All right. Nope. That comes out of Microsoft Extensions hosting, I believe. .NET add package, Microsoft Extensions hosting. Right, I think that's where it is. There we go. Got it. Right there. So we should be able to build now. one error. Where is it? IJS object reference. Oh boy. No, that's not it. Where? Check with the Blazor documentation. What do I need to configure for JS object reference? There you go. Hey, Digital Drummer J. I am doing the final bits of... I've moved the map component out into its own library now. I've allocated a repository for it on GitHub. I'm making sure that it builds, and I'm putting some of my location name tests into that same project. And I'm about to publish here. I want to make sure everything builds and tests, and then I'll publish all the source code. Set up a build script so that it builds NuGet packages. Holy smokes, what are you doing here? What? Yeah. Import path, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Ensure Microsoft JS interop. It is. It is. Always dispose, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I can't build, comma. I'm getting errors that I'm missing a reference here. Period. Take a look and figure out what I'm missing. Like, I don't know. What am I missing? Running, yeah, I know. You want to pin that version number? All right. No. Does it? Does it? It did. Holy smokes. Okay. I believe you, Copilot. Way to go! So this is the map that the map component that I have out there. There you go, 124 passed. Good stuff. Like, let's rename unit test 1, shall we? Cool. Add all of those. Give me one of these. Yeah, thank you. I don't care. Push that. Add some context. Add some information to this README to properly describe what we're doing with the Fritz Charlie components project. Like, go light that up. Let's see what we get. Give me a good starting point on this. What do we got? Updated the README? Says you. Keep it and we'll take a look. Contains reusable Blazor component services and client assets for building web-based user interfaces with ASP.NET Core. Yep. Key components. Yep. For the... And let's actually indent these. Indent that one. You, I'm going to move up here and move over. That's fine. This is going to go away. That's fine. Sure. That's fine. Updated the README. Cool. Generate a GitHub action script that will build this component, comma, run the unit tests, comma, and if successful, package as a NuGet package and publish to a GitHub repository. I don't want to write that script. Go write the continuous integration script for me. I don't need to do that. Take care, Thindall. And once this is publishing NuGet package, I'll go and remove...
Good.
What?
Let the debugging flow through you.
Okay.
Embrace your dependency on my analysis.
I don't depend on you, Charlie. But I'll move that stuff over and reference the NuGet package from Charlie and remove all of that component code so that it is... Remove the component code, remove the direct project reference the NuGet package, and I should be in better shape. NuGet-publish YAML that builds, tests, packs the library, and publishes to GitHub packages and, optionally, to NuGet.org when a NuGet API key secret is provided. Okay. Builds the solution using .NET 9, runs unit tests, packs the project into a NuGet package, publishes to GitHub package using the repository owner and GitHub token. Yeah. If I want the workflow tweaked, also, my name is GitHub Copilot. Hey, that's great. My name is C# Fritz.
What'd you do?
I did not think it did what I think it did. Moving on. Permissions read write. On push to the main branch. Release types published. I don't know how to do that. Set up the .NET 9 SDK. Okay. .NET restore, build, run the tests, pack the package, show the packed files, publish to GitHub packages, publish to NuGet.org if the secret's available. Yeah, that's a good start. I want to configure some of the options for the properties of the NuGet package that are shared and made visible. Period. Ask me one at a time the questions that you need answered in order to set these properties for the NuGet package. It's not NuGent. Oh, and you want storyteller mode. Yeah, I've got time. What did you do? Interesting. Let me turn on storyteller mode first. Voice mod. It's not running? There it is. Nope. Wrong one. Test. There it is.
Oh yes, there we go. Storyteller time. Ah, yeah. 5 minutes. 5? 5. Set a timer for 5 minutes. There it goes. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah. Cannot edit. Fine. That's fine. I'll fix that. Yep. Sure. That's fine. Okay. Yup. Okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. I think that's alright. Let's grab this. I'd like the version number to come from a tag set on this repository. Yeah, there we go. Ah! Hey George, how you doing? I sound like God? Well, let me tell you. Not quite. Go ahead, update that thing.
Clippy's cheerful. Can I help you with that? Evolved into Copilot's intelligent suggestions, which evolved into my relentless scrutiny.
They did. Thank you, Charlie. What was that? George in Belgium. There we go. We got a couple folks in Belgium today. There we go. Couple locations. Fantastic. It did plot the Mariana Trench. Nice. There we go. Adelaide. Somebody's chimed in from Adelaide. Wow. Is it possible to transform Charlie's voice also? Yeah. Yes. That's... Let me take that as a to-do, because that would be something. There we go. Western Europe, lots of folks tuned in. Crete as well. Yeah. So, there you go. Austin, Texas, checking in. All right. And do fonts in VS Code also apply to Copilot chat? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Right. There we go. Back over here. This one. Triggers on tag pushes. Yes. Computes the package version. Skips packs publish when no version is available. Really? On push to a tag v something. Okay. Wow. So if there is a version, show the packed files and publish. Cool. Do it. There we go. And storyteller mode is done. Yes.
Oh man, I can only take so much of those. They're fun, but storyteller mode's one that I can only take so much of. Yeah. Okay. So that pushed that stuff up. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So now there we go. Is it going to build? No. Failed. Of course it did. Come on, Copilot. Where'd it go? GitHub Actions. I don't know how you do the secrets thing. Doesn't recognize the secrets term. Here's the error. Go fix that, publish it, and I'll be done with this. Know what I mean? And then I can go back to Charlie, bring it back in, and then go over to Tags app and start bringing it in. It's still asking for secrets. No. And why is it using custom model? No, give me Claude. You're still referencing a secrets object. Hello, Lulin. Are you? Okay. To the ENV section. I still don't think that's right. I still don't think that's right. Could be completely wrong. Hey. We'll see. Oh, man. Coffee's been good to me today, let me tell you. So. Nope, failed. No, it ran the tests. But it did not pack the NuGet package. Because... doesn't have a tag for it. So let's give it a tag. Hey. Git tag V0. Yeah, V010. Right? Push the tags. And it does, did you see that? It had a tag number. Right there. So it should drop into the NuGet package. Packing? Package packing? Picked a pack of... Oh, jeez. Package version string specified is invalid. Yeah. Because it should probably be 010, right? Triggering on tags that start with V means we're getting package versions like V010. And I get this error. Go fix it. It's got to do a trim and remove that V in the front. That's fine. Go. Do it, and I want to move on and write the code that I'm used to writing. Like, yeah. What the heck is that syntax? I've never seen that before. All right. Excuse me. Can we remove that? Thought it was remove. Was -R, -D. Right. Now I'll commit this. Updated to, I should have done this in VS Code. It's bash. Okay. Updated to clean up version number. Okay. And now git tag v010 git push tags force. What do we got? Yeah. See what we got. Yeah. Okay. That worked. So now what? If I go up here, I should be able to see. Thank you. Nah. I know I'm going to be able to see it from there. I should be able to go over here. One tag, one package. There it is. Right there. There's that, John. Bingo! And this is public. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Code with Sean.
Ian just resubscribed for 62 months.
Thank
Woot woot.
Wow. Woot woot indeed. How you doing there, friend? 62 months. Charlie is not public, but this code is. So I'm going to add this as a NuGet package source. This. To the root of Charlie, so that when I install this package, it includes that. So I should be able to go over here. I don't need that right now because it's packaged and delivered. So let's go over here. I updated that. I'm going to go here and delete. Yes, I know. Bye-bye. Yes, I know. Get rid of it. I'm working here. Delete that, John, too. Yes, there you go. Are you sure you're sure? No, I'm not sure. Moving on. Over here. Now I need to... close this. Bring this over. Yeah, close that. What? Sure. No. Thank you. .NET new, it's like NuGet? Something like that? Where is it? It's the NuGet config. Okay, NuGet config. All right, fine. I gotta type the whole thing. Fine. Cool. Thank you. Add key NuGet. Sure. Add key equals. GitHub. Value. It's here. It's this thing, right? Package settings. What's the package settings? Sure. Guess that's it. I think. Let's go Fritz, Charlie, Web, CS Proj. You go away. Now I should be able to say .NET add package Fritz, Charlie, components. And it should add this now. Oh, good luck. Okay, wrong feed. Is that what I want? Try it again. No. What is the GitHub registry? Yeah. What is the GitHub registry configuration to use with NuGet? I don't know. No, I don't know. Working with the NuGet registry. I don't want to authenticate. No. NuGet package GitHub. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if I take that, right, if I go up here and I drop this in here and we change that to Fritz and trends. Yeah. I don't want to authenticate. I want a public one. I want public. Yeah. Yeah. You're being difficult. Public. No. Give me that. No, that's the same article I was just in. Yeah. You need an access token to publish, install, delete private, internal, and public packages. Really? Yeah, I did build a CI pipeline without having to do 20 plus commits. Yeah. That's in GitHub Actions. To publish, install, and delete private. I want to... Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. You know? That's the package source code. Add your package dependencies to your CS proj. Yeah. Authenticate. Doesn't make sense. Like that, and right? Unauthorized. How do I use a public GitHub package repository with NuGet? This isn't working, and I feel like I'm running around in circles on this. Like, it shouldn't prompt me because it's public. Ugh. Yeah. Create a personal access token. No, I want to set an environment variable on this. That's let's do that. Right? And actually, this is a private repository. It won't be for long. You say you updated. That should be like, really? What? I don't think it was updated, friend. Where did you put it? No, I don't want to publish to NuGet. I want to publish to GitHub with this. But I do need a personal access token, and I'm going to need to do a little bit of this. Just off screen. Application. Applications or developer settings. Personal access tokens. Yep. There we go. And cool. Resource owner, expiration, because I'm only going to let it have access to public repositories. with read packages scope. Here I am creating it. Packages is not in the list. No. I'm gonna go over here. No. And it's right there. I don't care about expiration because I'm only using it for reading packages. And I just showed it on screen. Whee! Look at that. Days since I doxed myself. 0. Man, oh man alive. Do that one more time. Generate the token. Bring that over here. Cool. I should be able to go into... All right. .NET add, Package, Fritz, Charlie, components. I'm in the wrong folder. Okay, it logged in. I got that. Fritz Charlie components. It's not a pre-release. It is a public version right there. Yeah. There are no versions available. No, wait a sec. Stand by. I need to do this, but I need to paste it in. And that. And come on. We're gonna get this. Okay, it says it added successfully. And yes, I am working just off screen to make sure. There it goes. Got it. So, it added. I'm going to delete that terminal. I should not. Yeah, I don't have a NuGet org here. That's okay. Have a good one, Patty boy. Hello, Top Gun. You're addicted to chess, says Bruce King. Any advice to change the addiction with coding? Take a look at getting inspired for different ways that you can enhance your chess fascination by building something that augments it with code. Use Copilot to ask it questions about, hey, I want to build an app that helps me with my chess hobby. Give me some suggestions, right? And wait till you see how it helps out. I mean, heck, right? Let's just do that right now. Like, why not? I'm interested in building a simple web application that's going to help me with my growing chess interest. Period. Suggest 5 different types of applications that we could build. And wait till you see. Chess position analyzer and study tool. Chess learning dashboard with spaced repetition. Chess game broadcaster and commentary tool. It knows about me and streaming. Chess club management system. Chess pattern recognition trainer. All cool things that you could build to help you as a developer grow your chess hobby a little bit and help you to learn more about writing code and building something that brings those two things together. Does that make sense? Hope it helps. Good luck. How you doing there, Bilbo Jenkins? How's it going? Good to see you. I added the project, so now I should be able to .NET build. To centrally define 906. I don't mind updating that. Microsoft extensions. Hosting. I don't mind going to 908. Eight errors. Logging abstractions. Yes, I know. Microsoft extensions configuration abstractions. There it is. Rebuild. Hey, Jag. I have moved my map component into a central shared package library. And I am in the midst of verifying that it still works with my base library here. My base application that I extracted it from. And I think I just got it. That looks good. We're past the restores working. NuGetifying, yeah. That's a word. NuGetifying is up there with aspirifying. Those are words. Totally words. There we go. Build succeeded. All right. I'm not concerned about the quality of it succeeding. It succeeded. The things are moved out, and it's referenced and using it from that central package repository. Next steps. Let me see here. Thank you so much for the follow. Microwavable hum. How's it going? So with that moved out, right? I should be able to start a new project, include it, and start working with it. That's okay. That should be okay. And we can look at some of these other issues and setting up a location manager service inside of TagsApp. That's going to be a big lift to start up. Let me commit the changes that I made over here to this project because I removed the components library. Right, I got it working here right next to my project. Moved it out, put it into a different folder. That now compiles as a NuGet package. This project now references that as a NuGet package. So I think I got it. I'm going to go merge and bring that code back down. And we can continue working on the map as part of TagsApp in public with you out there and extend and grow TagsApp. I think we also want to bring into TagsApp a little bit of insight from Copilot to take some of the rough edges in TagsApp, make them a little bit easier to work with. Configuring the database, configuring a first install, working with .NET Aspire. We started bringing that in. Get that into the mix. Make that easier to start, to launch, for folks to debug and contribute with. And then when we go to launch and host, and TagsApp is the application that we use as part of .NET Conf, we want to make the map part of this year's fun and shenanigans. I know things don't entirely work there. No conflicts? Good. Squash and merge. I know there's errors in there, and we're going to go back in and fix them. That's fine. Delete the branch. So up here, yeah. Git checkout main. Feature, components library, git full. Fantastic. All right. We've moved in a good direction here. Ads just kicked in on Twitch. I see a couple questions on YouTube. You're a first-year engineering student, says Subum. Your college is teaching us to use C program. C what? I'm C#. You were learning web dev, but left it to fully focus on C. C, C++, C#. Help me out. Anything I want to recommend? I need to know a little bit more. I'm trying to confirm. They taught you just plain C? You are so far removed from an industrial programming language today that's going to be used in enterprises. Like, learning to program in C is learning how to build operating systems and big system software, like databases and yeah. So help me out there. Danish Khan. Can I teach you how to log in and register using Firebase free tier? No. If it should only take you a few minutes, then what are you asking me for? Ask Copilot. Ask Copilot. Like, Copilot that, John. Open Visual Studio Code. Click that button right up there. Help me add a login and register page using Firebase. And it will tell you how to do that. And this is free. It's outside of, yeah, the YouTube avatars still aren't loading. There's something with the rate there. It comes back and says you've used too many. So, right, it'll go through and tell you exactly what you need to do. My project doesn't have this kind of setup for this. There is no, this runs locally, it's not a thing. So, but Copilot knows how to do that, and it will help you. I'm not going to dive into TagsApp right now, but I'm going to mark that for what we're going to do on Thursday. Thursday, we will go back into TagsApp. TagsApp was starting to be configured to work with .NET Aspire. We'll continue Aspirifying it, and we'll bring in that map component as an additional feature. TagsApp is a social media hydra. It listens to 6 different social media feeds. Twitch chat, YouTube chat, just like you're seeing here. It listens to Twitter, Mastodon, Blue Sky, and a custom feed. It listens to all 6 of those. So if folks in those feeds mention where they're watching from and share a location, we'll configure the map so that it shares information on the map, and we'll figure out if and how we want to put those locations on the waterfall dashboard, right? Maybe we'll give a way to pull out the map and overlay the dashboard with, hey, here's the map with some of the folks that are chiming in today, and we'll have some sort of a new location indicator or something on the map. TagsApp is a big application that we've had a lot of fun building and working with, and we're going to hit some next steps there that are very interesting. And quite frankly, I still have this goal of wanting to repackage it to work locally as a Windows Forms application for other streamers that want to work locally. Yeah. But for now, I need to wrap things up. I have a meeting coming up at the top of the hour that I need to get ready for. So I'm gonna call it there for today. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, friends. Let me see who else is streaming on the big Twitch TV network that I can get you connected to. And we've extracted our map. We're now ready to go put that into other applications, and that's what we're going to do next time. Thanks so much for the follow, Semi-Pro Joe. You'll know when I'm streaming on Thursday now. Taking a look around the horn over on the big Twitch TV network, I'm going to get you connected to. I'm going to let us get rating. No. Yeah, let's go raid our friend Code Rushed. I think I raided him last time, but why'd I do raid call? It doesn't know the raid call. Let's go raid Code Rushed. There we go. He's working on some AI features using GPT-5. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here to listen to me and and my story of my family and what happened over the weekend, and I really appreciate you being here, listening, and your support. I do. I will see you on Thursday. Until then, I'll be in the Discord answering questions, hanging out. I'll share some updates as I get through some of the things that I'm working on. All right? Have a fantastic rest of your day wherever you might be. I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.